Hello and welcome to another episode of The Laws of Minecraft with me, LawFromChaos. Okay, as you can see, I've done quite a bit of work here in getting the fluid system running and then setting up an items thing here for automation. Obviously, I've not finished the final step. I wanted to do that with you guys, of getting this to completely be automated in the lava production. And then once we've got that going, we're going to set up a force engine, and we're going to run the lava into it, and then also some water, so it'll be more efficient. And that will flow through into here, and derive energy over here. And we're also going to want to set up a magma crucible to provide it with raw, pure force. So we got a bunch of things we want to get done today, and then after we've done that, we want to go through a few of the basics, including making a lumberjack. Lumberjack axe from Darkcraft, so that we can actually begin to cut down trees all completely whole and entire. I think that will make it so that one single axe will produce more than it costs to make one, but I'm not absolutely certain, so we're going to do lots of testing as we go along. Okay, so first thing we want to do, we want to set up something that just kind of continually pumps cobblestone into here, and the only thing I can think of that would let me do that easily is the Igneous Extruder. So we're going to run that and make that first. So first we're just going to look it up, and I'm going to do that with you guys. Igneous Extruder. It's kind of a great word, isn't it? Okay, so I need a piston, a machine frame, which is iron and glass and gold, more glass, tin, and I believe this should be iron, glass, and redstone. Yep, so it's going to use up all my redstone. So I'm going to need to make sure I make some more of this. So before I do anything else, I'm actually going to set that up. And I got lots of things in here. Oh, that explains where some of my stuff is gone. Yeah, as you can see, I turned this off for the moment, because I'm going to be setting up another way to do cobblestone, and then eventually I'm going to automate that, where I'm running cobblestone into pulverizers for gravel, and then refining gravel further into sand and dust if I want to sieve that, or just start sieving the gravel itself. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of the more refined work as I continue along. So we've passed some of the most difficult steps, and we're just kind of continuing along now. So let's bring these together. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to make gravel and so on. Down into dust, because we need redstone. Okay, this will take a minute for us to do. I probably should have just left the other thing on and producing gravel while I was busy. Oh well, that's life. You always do things and then realize you should have done things slightly differently later. As you can see, my chickens are thriving. I've been using my excess eggs to make dirt. I think I got 40 something now. So I'm probably going to set up a farm. I'm probably going to set up magical crops. That might be next episode. I'll be going over how to get the seeds and everything else. In the meantime, we go through this. I'm just going to turn this off, actually, while I turn this, and I'll bring you guys back up again when I've got this all converted to dust.
And now, broadcast live in front of a live studio audience.
Actually, that was not planned, but it fits. Okay, so I'm back. All the dust is being sorted. Hopefully some of that will end up in redstone. Though, no guarantees. So for the moment, we're just going to go and do other things with our lives. Okay, so we are going to make the Igneous Extruder, as I mentioned earlier. So I just wanted to get the dust flowing first, though. So let's get some tin out. I'm just going to get a bunch of tin because I have no idea where that went. There we are. Because I know we're going to need it for other things. So tin, iron. I don't seem to have my glass in here. That's less than ideal. The ore gravel from this is not going in here. Why? I do not know. Oh, well, fair enough. Let's get a piece of coal. No. There we go. Okay. So we'll leave that to run on its own devices. We need tin and glass, as I mentioned. Redstone, we'll need this. We'll need cobblestone. Yes, we will soon not want for cobblestone. We're already really not wanting for cobblestone, but we'll want it even less. Which is part of the ADO. Okay, so we got those. What else do I need? In this case, we'll be using iron again for the let's just go through everything. That's right, I'll need gold. One of those. Turn everything else. Pneumatic servo. Make one of those. Oh, it made two. Why the heck did it make two? It must have accidentally been. Didn't hold shift or anything, so I don't know. But that's alright, we got more redstone. We'll need more than this, though. How much dust do we got left? Okay, we got a decent amount of dust. We'll probably get some more redstone out of that. Worse things have happened. Yes, exactly. And we're not going to do the dark craft one. We're going to do this one with iron. Oh, we got one make aluminum, I guess, too. There we go. Alright. Now, I should have most of these things already, so just say make it, and there it goes. Okay, so we're going to get Igneous Extruder. Igneous Extruders are really nice because they don't require power. You would think they would, I know. But they don't, so I'll take it. Okay, is this on or off? Let me look at my wheel, make sure everything's functioning. On, that's what we want. Okay, so we're going to turn to the side here so we can see into it. Very briefly. Just taking a look here. Okay, we don't really want it to stay that direction because we won't be able to output into the chest here, so I'm going to turn it. Oop. There we go, so now the end is over here. We got blue over here, and we want it to be blue in this direction too. So this is the back end of it. So there's our left end, and we want it to be orange actually. And I'm actually going to show you a trick. You can just actually completely remove this so you can see what's beneath it if you need to. Okay, so looking at the interface here of the Igneous Extruder, again, to the left from the front is right there, and then we want to look at the behind section right here, which should be right here. And there we are. So it's going to output to these two now. And you guessed it, we got to set things up properly so that we get everything like just like that. Okay. Now, obviously, right now it's not actually putting anything out yet. First, we need to provide it with some water and some lava. Now, the nice thing about cobblestone is, as long as you've got the water and the lava in there, it's not actually going to consume either of them. It's like it's an infinite cobblestone gen, just like this one. You can see here, the water and the lava, neither are consumed. So just the same way. Okay, so we're going to pull out our lava from here, because as I said, we're done with this particular generator. That one was our crude, very basic system. This one's a much more advanced model, obviously. So we just click on it, and then it enters it, and you can see we've entered in 1,000 millibuckets of lava. And then we're going to do the same thing with the water, and I'm just going to remove this thing from over here. Okay, so now it should be producing cobblestone, and it looks like it is, because I've got this set on to being on, and this is powered, and so everything is being pulled out. And as it produces this, every one of these is going to be going over into here. Exactly what we want it to do. So it's filling it up just in order, it looks like. So this one's getting filled up first. That one should be about full, so we should start getting some in here. Yep, and that's perfect. So this should keep all of this stuff most perfectly in cobblestone. So, and this one now some of it should start flowing out here. I don't know if it'll show preferential treatment. If it does, I may want to disconnect this. Okay, so let's just take a quick look. So as it produces. Okay, so it just produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's put all 6 in here. Nope, it looks like it's doing about half and half, exactly what we'd want it to do. And so it'll fill up half and half as it proceeds through here. And then once it's finished filling up these, it will just only go into here, and then it'll only fill these up as they need it. And so they should be much faster. I finished building the netherrack as I told you I would, and they're on fire. Everything's being pumped out, and so this thing right here, it's producing lava now. They're all filling, so it's just kind of taking a look at how much it's changing. So it's about 100 millibuckets every few seconds, which is perfect. That'll give us decent lava generation. Okay. So we've got step 1 done. Now we need to get to the next part I was talking about. We need to probably another fluid duct out of here. So the nice thing is we've already actually provided a redstone signal, so I can just provide a redstone signal like this and do that, and it will pump some lava out of there. And as you can see, it actually can hold some lava within it. And then, as I said, we need to put that into we're going to do that into a force engine. And like all the engines, it's requiring pistons. That's all we need. And we're not going to do that one. No, we're going to do an iron one. Looks like everything's gone through and it's finished, and we have some redstone in each of these, which is perfect. That's what we want. Okay, so we can make a piston. And then we're going to need some other stuff. So we're going to create some more we got quite a bit of force gems, so I'm not quite so worried as I would be if we didn't have much of that. So we're going to take some iron, and we're going to turn this into Darkcraft iron, which was much more effective for producing power ingots, whatever, force ingots, yeah. Okay, so we'll need the rest of this, though. We need to make a couple of force gears, so we need regular stone gears. So I'll make those right now. Actually, I think I'll make the piston real quick first. So, iron, planks, cobblestone, and 1 piece of redstone. Perfect. Piston. Very simple, fortunately. Now we should have some dark iron in here. Perfect. So we're going to convert this into what we need. Each of these should produce 3, so that's perfect. That'll give us 12. Be enough to complete our particular task at the moment. Okay, so we need, as I said, I suppose we can convert these into sticks. I think I'll convert both of these together. Jungle wood. I don't know how I got jungle wood here. That may have been something... I may have accidentally brought that from the other world. Oh well, I just converted it into sticks at least, nothing else. I hate it when this kind of thing happens. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So we got our force engine now. We're just gonna attach that directly in this direction, just like so. And then we want to use, like we've been doing, our levers for everything else, and we want to provide it a redstone signal, and it should work. And as you can see, it's providing RF. MJ, actually, technically, but it's all much the same. So it's filling up with lava, and it's running. But it will run faster if we provide it with some source of water or something like that. So I'm going to try and set up something so it will be producing more power. Yeah, at this point I'm looking at how fast it's running through stuff. Well, it's obviously consuming lava, but it looks like it's not consuming it particularly quickly. So it looks like this is still accelerating faster and producing more lava than this is consuming, which is exactly what we want. But again, just because it happens to be doing that does not mean that we don't want to make it more efficient and fast if we can. Yeah, we'll probably end up putting the magmatic thing right above it and then pouring its product into here. Right. Okay, so let's work on our next stage. It's just going to be transfer systems. So we're going to do transfer. We're making transfer node. Liquid transfer node, and for that we need a regular item one, and for that we want to make this, and we can make it 4 of them out of this combination, and we have an extra couple of ender pearls, so not a big deal. We want to use the transfer pipe. I think it's one of the easier ones, and it's actually one of the more useful ones, so perfect. Okay, so it looks like we needed glass, redstone, and stone slabs, I think is what it was, right? That's okay, we can make plenty of those easily enough. I have a couple of extra stone slabs, I thought, somewhere. Maybe I used them. No, I had 1 extra. Okay. I don't think that will help me at this point, but hey, whatever. We take what we get, right? Right. Okay, perfect. And, oh, I need my ender pearls, don't I? Always interesting to watch things disappear. Okay, ender pearl. Don't know where that one ended up. There it is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, at this point, ender pearls are easier for us than redstone. Interesting life, interesting life. I thought that was it. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh no, this one was... Oh, it was redstone for this piece, right? And then this became part of the top. Yes, and then we have more redstone. Oh, even more redstone. Love it. Yeah, well. Solid stone, and I need a chest. Okay. Okay, so there we go, and we want to make this into a liquid one, so we need lapis, iron, and a bucket. So the bucket first. Actually, I already have a bucket, huh? Oh well, doesn't hurt to have an extra one. And a couple pieces of lapis. Okay, perfect. Now, this can draw infinite water out of an infinite water source block. So, for example, I'll just show you. It's easy enough. Unfortunately, I have a bucket. Actually, I think I've got wooden buckets. Yeah, I can do a pair of those, because that's all I need. Pair is ideal, because then you can create infinite water with them anyway. And so I can just demonstrate to you. Oh, what the? I hate it when that kind of stuff happens. There we go. Okay, so we're going to create an infinite source right over the edge here. I'm going to expand our universe just a touch in order to do that. Yeah, I have the ugliest building right here in the world. Not an uncommon side effect of doing this kind of stuff as you proceed. Okay, so I'm going to want the transfer node to be here and pouring water into this, right? So it means I need my infinite water right in this square here. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up the space for it. Okay, so the transfer node liquid, as I said, will go here. Well, I'm going to need it. You need to essentially attach these to something in order for them to do anything. They won't go directly into water or air or anything else. So I'm going to do it like that. Perfect. And then it should flow right into here. So I'm going to close this out. And if I do this right, everything should flow properly. Okay, here we go. One there. And one there. And now it should have infinite water coming in, and it should act like a throttle. Perfect. As you can see, water's pouring in. It'll become twice as efficient as it is now. This is gradually filling up. It'll start filling up more now as it's gaining energy. Okay, so we've got water, we've got our throttle, we've got everything else. Now, as I said, we want to have a magmatic thingamajig. Magmatic crucible, I think? Or maybe it's just I think it's just a magma crucible, actually, now I think about it. It is, okay. So again, I need a block of redstone, don't I? Oh my gosh. That's going to take a lot of dust. Nether bricks, which again I can make out of netherrack, which will require redstone. Yeah. So 8 more redstone for that. And another couple of redstone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're looking at 19 redstone so far, something like that. This doesn't require any right now. And copper. We got the copper at least, and the gold without any difficulty. Alright. Okay, I'm going to end this episode here then, because that's going to take a lot of work. For the moment, I'm probably just going to toss a couple of these in, put 4 of those in, and we're going to do our very first enchantment right now on there. This is much less efficient, but it's not like we're going to run out right now. We can. It put 4,000 in here. Huh. I didn't think they were that efficient. Still less efficient than using magmatic thing, but not as less inefficient as I would have expected. So at least that's good. Because I was expecting 250. Maybe that's only when you put it directly into the GUI for one of like these things. Or maybe the settings have changed. I don't know. I do not ask. Okay, so I want to take this, and we're going to take those, and we're going to make more of this. So, and then we're going to take some 4 sticks, which I don't think I have, but we can make easily enough. And we're going to make ourselves a force axe. And we're going to uncover the first particular piece of research in our force infuser, which is a force axe and a force log. And let it go. Yep, it's running through power as it goes down. But to be honest, it doesn't use that much power for this small of an operation. And it looked like it used about 300 of our liquid force, so not too much terribly. And now it has lumberjack, and what that should do is this. It's very convenient. Do be careful, however, using it around other wooden items. I've structured things so this should be far enough away from any other wood, but if you're not careful, this is what happens. So it's good that I actually did this on this attempt, so that you could see what the heck happens. And it'll replace everything for me, which is nice enough. Okay, so this piece of dirt is too close. And I lost that piece of dirt, but worse things have happened again. Ah, yes, I did loot. I broke this chest too, but no, nothing, no harm, no foul. I don't think there's anything in that side of it anyway. Okay, so be careful. No, that's actually good that I should do this while this happens. So, yeah, I'm gonna break the rest of my trees real quick. Yeah, that's definitely far enough. Okay. I'll definitely have to be careful planting any forest saplings here because it would just destroy all the wood nearby. So, must always be careful and aware of your surroundings whenever using anything like this. So I got a decent amount of force nuggets out of those. Lots of saplings, and so I can do that fairly quickly now. And that'll give me building materials and other stuff. So I'm actually going to want to take this stuff, these nuggets, and I'm going to build out more of this. I'm going to build it out those 3 chunks I mentioned. I'm going to do that all the way around. I may or may not have that all the way finished by the time we get to the next episode. But my next episode will be focused on magical crops for the reason that I want to be able to get started on those so I can do growing redstone and other things like that. Because as you can see, there's a number of resources like redstone that I still cannot produce very quickly, and which would be extremely optimal if I can get them. So, that being said, I'm going to leave all this for today, and I will see all of you guys next episode.